Hello and welcome to the Midwest Motorsports Cup Series Sunday evening. I'm James J. The cars have qualified and we're rolling off. A total of 13 cars have qualified tonight. So the odds of a good points day are great. We are at Midwest Motorsports, and tonight, for the first time, I'm going to show the track map. The Midwest Motorsports Cup Series is running the full track, including the boot. So out of the carousel, it will come down the chute, across the laces, around the toe, up the hill, into the heel, and then back up a little quick, short, straight, and rejoin the cup circuit to finish turns 10 and 11. So it's going to be very interesting to see how these Cup Series professional sim racing drivers handle the full 3.6 mile full Watkins Glen circuit, coming through the natural S's into the boot. Into the bus stop chicane, the inner loop as it's also known. Right now, we'll look at the track conditions. So I had the track map and looks great. It's going to be a wonderful clear day. No chance of rain, 70 degrees. Track temp is at 97. So with two sets of tires, as the cars now enter the boot, two sets of tires in the pit. We're going to start with one set on, obviously. Please go empty. I'm trying to show the grid for everybody. 13 cars have qualified. Not sure why I'm having so much trouble with the grid. Here we go. Justin Thaler on the pole. Ty Williams shares row one with him. Walker McNulty, Brandon Thayer, row two. Justin Reinstedel, Eric Thaler, row three. Trevor McLaughlin, Brandon Cotton, row four. Clarence Prince, Sean Cunningham, row five. Michael Samia, Ant Castor, and Norm Snyder round out the field. Sean Cunningham will we'll have a black flag, a drive-through to serve after the race start. As we now look at the field rejoining the NASCAR track. Everybody's warming their tires up. We're getting ready to go green for the first time on the full Watkins Glen circuit. Look at Justin Thaler's paint on that number 2 car. Very interesting. Build Submarines paint. That looks awesome. Justin Thaler to pole position. Car will be his. Coming to the green, and we're off. As everybody takes down into turn one for the very first time. We'll see. Oops, that's not a great shot. Here we go, into turn one. Justin Thaler, Walker McAnulty in the 12 car, side by side with Ty Williams. Let's see if he tucks back in front of Brandon Thayer, who had a great run Friday night in the trucks for Brandon Thayer. Just outside the podium as we go through the winding S's, headed towards the bus stop for Justin Thaler and Ty Williams for the very first time. See if they make it through. So far, so good. Around and now headed down towards the boot. Don't forget, they left out of here. See how tire wear plays a factor. This is going to be very interesting. Stick around. We'll see how this plays out tonight as the racing goes on. Single file all the way back to Ant Castor in 10th place. So far, so good. Walker McNulty and Brandon Thayer pulling a little gap on Dustin Reinstedel. We have a competition caution at lap 8. Once again, 71 getting a drive-through for pacing violation last week. Look over. Justin Thaler looking good in that BuildSubmarines.com Ford Mustang. Coming around turn 10. One more corner. That is one lap. We're going to do this 45 times tonight. Thanks to everybody for joining us on our YouTube channel, the new home of Midwest Motorsports broadcast. Everybody's spacing out so far. Walker McNulty locking it up on the brakes. Go in the car over the shoulder with Brandon Thayer in fourth with a good look up through the S's. Looking at Walker McNulty. So far, the top 9 positions are as they qualify. So everybody kind of settling in. See how it goes into the bus stop, the inner loop. Second time under green flag conditions. And now this is where it changes. How does your racing line change the apex? A little earlier on the exit, you can get in the gas a little sooner instead of having to wait. Into the new section. This is what Brandon Thayer sees. Ty Williams peeking his nose out on Justin Thaler up ahead. No change behind, over a second apart. Separates each car. So for now, this is the corner that I think is going to be the tire eater. Easy on the throttle. Using all the track. Great job for these guys. For the first time in racing conditions, using the boot circuit. Justin Reinstedel, Eric Thaler hanging in there just behind the top 4 in the picture. With Justin Thaler, your pole sitter, showing pace early. See if Justin Reinstedel can keep up. Is the number 12 now and later paint job, Walker McNulty. Finishes lap to number 2. Top 4 all together in the slipstream. Finding out what the pace is like. If you can keep this up for all 45 laps. I'm understanding 8, maybe 9 laps on a tank. So we're going to see multiple pit stops, which should bring even more separation, but also create opportunities to jump a position. Are you going to come to the pits on the caution lap? Do you want to get extra points for leading a lap? How important is that to you? We'll find out. Michael Samia and Trevor McLaughlin fighting out here. This is for 8th and 9th. Michael Samia with the new paint. Trevor McLaughlin with the new paint. As Michael Samia goes deep inside and makes the move on Trevor. Trevor goes wide and lets Anthony Castor by in the Midwest Motorsports 8. So look at the Glitch energy drink. Number 3, Michael Samia. That's a new style for Michael. Usually runs a Earnhardt scheme of some sort, but tonight, looks like he's picked up a new sponsor and he's bringing it to the track. Gonna have to step up the pace. Michael Samia is usually really smart driver. Could definitely be working a tire strategy, just conserving tires. Michael Samia was our guest on the Cool Down Lap podcast last week. Earned a lot of respect. Great to talk to Michael. If you missed it, you can go back and listen. The Cool Down Lap playlist. So Trevor McLaughlin goes back 2 spots. Michael Samia up to 8th. Don't forget, we're halfway through the first run to the competition caution as they come onto the back straight for the bus stop. And Michael Samia is making ground on Brandon Cotton. Just up ahead. Brandon Cotton in the 5 car. Two seconds back from Eric Thaler in the 15 up the road as we head down through the chute. And Michael Samia has caught up to the 5. No change up front. I'm not going to let you miss anything. This is the closest battle on the track. Michael Samia on Brandon Cotton. Is he going to make a move? Ant Castor's there ready to pounce as well. Historic Watkins Glen racing circuit alive and well today. Currently owned by NASCAR. Sold out crowd. Thanks to everybody for showing up. Thanks to you for joining us on the YouTube stream. Give us a like. We'll see if Michael Samia goes into turn 1. Hard on the brakes. Michael Samia did not have the best run in the trucks. Brandon Cotton leaves room. Michael Samia goes underneath. Ant Castor wants to take advantage. Can the 8 of Anthony Castor, the podcast host, slides through Brandon Cotton as well? Brandon Cotton goes down a couple spots. He's more than likely playing the tire card as well. Back up front now. Top 4 running nose to tail. These guys know that they're going to be the ones racing it out for the lead. Now 4 seconds ahead of 5th place Dustin Reinsettle. Walker McNulty looking very racy on the 81 of Ty Williams. How badly do you want to lead the race? Is it worth one position knowing that we're going to have a caution at the beginning of lap 8? Pick your battles. One, two, three, four. Walker McNulty gets a little wide. Coming through the exit of the heel. Into turn 10, he's lost a little ground on Ty Williams, but still right there. Brandon Thayer, his teammate, just behind. I don't think we're going to see any attacks from Brandon Thayer unless Walker makes a big mistake. As we have started lap number 6 now. Last week's winner, the 81 of Ty Williams, the black and white snap-on number 81. Pursuing Justin Thaler, your pole sitter, in the Build Submarines number 2 car. Coming through the S's, headed towards the back straight. Over the curbs. Hope you get those right because it looks like they were almost catching air. Much more so than the trucks Friday night. So we'll see how these cars handled differently from the trucks. Justin Thaler goes a little deep. Ty Williams and Walker McNulty are there to take advantage if anybody makes a mistake. Justin Thaler's going to have to run 45 perfect laps as Ty Williams gets the toe just a little bit wrong. Walker McNulty, and then now or later, number 12. Does he pass him now or does he pass him later? We're going to have to find out. Is this the lap Walker McNulty pulls out? on the 81. Not quite close enough. Hard under braking. Walker McNulty biding his time, being very patient. Big time bonus for 0x as well, so definitely don't want to make any mistakes. Don't want to cause a 4x for any of the friends. And you can see just how rough these cars go over the bus stop curbing. Fastest lap so far in the pole today. Justin Thaler 153.043 to a 153.08 for Ty Williams in second. So right on the same time as they're qualifying. Brandon Thayer starting to lose touch with Walker in the 12 car. Let's see if Brandon can keep up. Right now, Walker McNulty looks like he wants to get by Ty Williams. Ty Williams might be holding Walker up in one or two corners. But again, it is not a battle. It's here they come into the pits at lap 7, because the next lap will be the money lap. So Dustin Reinstedt is going to get credit for leading a lap. Michael Samia coming in, Eric Thaler staying out. They can go one more lap. So here we go. In the pit stop, 1, 2, 3, 4, as they qualified. So just 1, 2, 3, 4 in the box. We can watch Dustin Reinstedt, but I want to see if anybody going to get overtaken in the pits. 1, 2, 3, 4. Brandon Thayer looks like he might be getting around Walker McNulty. He does. Walker McNulty loses a spot coming out of the pits. He may have missed his box. Is he going to get a penalty? Justin Thaler, currently P4, as 3 cars have stayed out. Dustin Reinstedt trying to get back to the pits as fast as he can. So these 3 cars are going to fall to the back of the field because everybody else pitted. And I mean everybody. John Cunningham stayed out. He's going to have to pit this cycle. John Cunningham's still in 8th, so he'll cycle to the bottom. Let's see how fast these guys can make it back up, and they're catching up. They have caught the tail end of the cars that stayed out. There's Brandon Cotton. Where's Justin Thaler? There he is. Ty Williams right behind him. These guys are going to all catch up. Even Walker should have time to catch up. John Cunningham's got a new paint. Look at that. That monster drip looks good. I don't know if I can get any closer, a better angle on the Monster Energy pink. I'm not sure. I'm not too familiar with that flavor. I gotta admit, the car looks cool. Sean Cunningham. All right, let's see if Dustin and Eric decide to pit this lap. They do. Who else stayed out? Brandon, he's in as well. So that cycles the top 4 up to 4th, and that's going to cycle those guys all the way to the back. Dustin Reinstedt, Eric Thaler, Brandon Cotton may not be thinking that one through all the way. And I forgot I was going to try to talk to Dustin. See if we can get him in here in the pits, the broadcast. Hey, Dustin, it's James in the booth. You got me?
What's up, James? I got you loud and clear.
Hey, man. Well, you got points for leading a lap, so good on you for that one. But you stayed out. Was that the point? Get
Yeah,
some points?
well, I was eyeing that lap lead, and then I realized I could get there because I stayed close enough. But no, I was honestly thinking that the competition caution was lap 9. I didn't pay attention to Josh, so that's my fault. But got the lap lead, but it'll definitely be. I think I lost 2 spots net after where I was running earlier. So all in all, you got an extra point out of it. So.
Yeah, good on you. You'll be happy with that. Almost like gaining a position there. So tell me, your first time through the boot under competition settings, man. What is it like?
We've actually all been talking the whole race so far. This is really fun. I'd love to see how the trucks are like out here. It reminds me a lot of some of the elevation changes at Sonoma. So super cool.
Well, you were able to keep pace with the top 4 there. You dropped back a little bit, but I'm not surprised to see you doing so well in the road course. In the Cup car, a little bit more. Now, tire wear and fuel wear. You have a plan already in
Uh,
mind? You don't have
Honestly,
to tell me.
not
Just
really.
let me know if you have a plan. Okay.
Not
Just winging
really.
it, right?
Just kind of winging it at this point. I literally climbed in right at like 6:58, so no laps on the boot. But super fun in the Cup car for sure.
Well, it looks like a lot. You're having a lot of fun, man. Thanks for joining me. You really only lost 2 spots. You were running 5th. Now you're 7th. You got Trevor Mack and Michael Samia up in front of you. 2 good road course racers. We'll be watching you try to drive around them. And good luck to you, Dustin. We'll be watching.
Yes, sir. Thank you, James.
Thanks, Dustin. Thanks for joining me. I'll send you right back up. You don't have to do anything. Uh, so yeah, Dustin Reinsettle, thanks again for joining us, and we'll be watching the 11 car go through the field. As we're coming back to the green flag. See you, Dustin. Enjoy it. But right now, it is back to green flag racing, single file. Justin Thaler's going to take us back to green, and we're off. Barney's going crazy, throwing the green flag. Ty Williams in the 81 fills up Justin's mirror. Not there. Brendan Thayer, who pulled around Walker McNulty on the exit of pit lane. Walker may have made a small mistake leaving the box. Justin Taylor up front, coming onto the backstretch. Ty Williams right in his bumper. Brandon Thayer in 3rd place. I think he's one to keep an eye on. It is his birthday tonight. Brandon Thayer, happy birthday, sir. I didn't ask him how old he is. I didn't want to offend him, but number 64 is having a birthday today. Maybe he can bring a podium home. Yes. Here he is, looking back at Walker McNulty in 4th, and now looking up at Ty Williams in 2nd place, as Justin Thaler has pulled a gap already. Almost a full second. We're going green to the end. So we're expecting green flag pit stops, 9 laps or so. With that extra long pace lap here, might be lap 15, maybe lap 16. We'll take it one pit stop at a time. Brandon Thayer watching Justin Thaler pull away from Ty Williams. It's going to be about not making mistakes. Justin Thaler, the leader, nailing it. He's been here before. Trevor McLaughlin has dropped. We missed a couple of cars going by Trevor Mack. Over a lap. And Castor looking racy right behind him. Can Anthony make a move? Uh-oh. Don Cunningham. Ant Castor gets squirrely in the S's. Oh no. That's not what Ant Castor needed. What happened? Into the wall. Oh, just loses it. Getting on the power. Coming up through the S's. Definitely cost him many spots. Back to live conditions now. Ant Castor down to 11th, which actually was a starting spot. But man, he lost 3 spots on that one. One small mistake is all it could take. It's all it could take for these guys as well. As you can see him starting to space out a little bit. But Michael Samia holding on strong in front of Dustin Reinstedel. Michael Samia, P5, up 4 positions from his qualifying spot. So good strategy call there coming in. As the cars come to the yellow flag. Ty Williams chasing down Justin Thaler. Or should I say Ty Williams doing his best to keep up with Justin Thaler, maybe. To come into the boot one more time. Ty Williams is hanging in there with Justin. All about tires right now. Watkins Glen has gone through several changes in its layout. This track, the boot, and the NASCAR layout are still in use today. Originally on public roads, however. The track was over 6.5 miles long. Went through the city streets of Watkins Glen, New York. '57 was the first race. Formula One. Finally, 1961 is when they brought it off of the city streets into a closed course. Thank you, Wikipedia. Ooh, Ant Castor and Brandon Cotton are going at it. Let's see if we can get some action here. As Brandon Cotton goes in to let Ant Castor go. Thanks, Brandon. Good racing. Seeing that Ant Castor had pace. Brandon Cotton, full credit to you, my friend. Much respect. Back up front, 1, 2, 3, 4, all about 0.6 of a second apart from each other, so identical lap times. We got a race, boys and girls. Don't go anywhere. Uh-oh, Walker's looking racy on Brandon. I don't think Brandon will put up too big of a fight, but again, the birthday boy is going to have to really hustle to keep Walker McNulty as Walker runs into the wall. And that hurt him. Trying to get a good run down the front straight into turn one. That did not work for him, so Brandon Thayer has a little reprieve as they go back out to 0.6 of a second. One, two, three, four. As they run, Brandon Thayer losing touch with Ty Williams, just ever so slightly. It might help if I put a track map up. Let's see if that gives everybody an idea of who is where. The yellow dot is who our camera's focused on. So you can see it's going to take some pit cycles for us to get into some lap traffic. So we're going to be racing these cup cars. Super competitive, very fast drivers in our league. Thanks to everybody for coming in. We have some green lap times, which means their fastest lap of the race so far for Michael Samia, Eric Thaler, Trevor Mack, and Clarence Prince, all turning their fastest lap of the race that time by. Walker McNulty has lost touch from Brandon Thayer, trying too hard maybe. Fastest lap of the race does belong to Walker McNulty in the 12, now and later. 152.7. We'll see if that can be broken as the race continues. Ty Williams is not letting Justin Taylor get away. Into the chicane to come, break this glowing on the two of Justin Taylor as they take the bus stop nice and tidy. Around the carousel, an early exit. Slide out driver's left to go down the hill. Across the laces now, downhill, continuing downhill into the toe of the boot. Very challenging. Off camber, the camber doesn't help you, at least I don't know. The camber doesn't help you as you go up the hill. Continue to turn, putting on the power. Early on the braking, 200-meter board it looked like. They go through the heel, a little bit more than 90 degrees, and back to the rejoin. Turn 9 into turn 10 and 11, the final two corners. Justin Thaler and Ty Williams proving to be the class of the field. Can Justin Thaler lead every lap other than the pit cycles? Ty Williams not letting him go. Still 0.7 of a second. Through turn 1. 1, 2, 3, 4 still in the shot. Everybody else is pretty far apart from each other, at least a second apart. This is the closest battle. Oh, as Ty Williams runs a little wide, he's going to lose time on Justin Thaler. That might allow Brandon Thayer to make up a little bit of space on Brandon, on Ty. Top 3 have broken away. The gap now just over a second for Ty Williams. For the first time. Lap 16, everybody stays out. All right. Lap 17. Come in. This is where we're going to find out who's doing some thinking. Who's going to try to play a strategy. If there is one to play. Tire conservation could be key as we are in the 153 O's. Justin Thaler, that was his fast lap of the race. I don't see a real reason to change tires yet. 152.89 as Brandon Thayer gives his fastest lap of the race that time by. Lap 16 as he has caught Ty Williams. Under half a second now. 3/10. Ty Williams feeling the pressure. Can Brandon Thayer get close enough to Ty Williams to fill his mirror? And is that going to let Justin Thaler pull away? Norm Snyder must have had it off. As he is almost a full lap down. All by himself. But here's Brandon Thayer. We're looking at him riding right behind Ty Williams. Not gaining just yet. We'll see if they come into the pits this time by. Justin Thaler's in. Everybody else stays out. Can they do the overcut? What is going on here? Justin Thaler taking a chance, or are these guys taking a chance? Look how close Brandon Thayer is now. He's as close as he's been all race. Two-tenths of a second now for Brandon Thayer for the lead. Here he goes into the bus stop. Can he do it? Brandon Thayer on the inside. Ty Williams lets him go. They keep it together. The birthday boys in front. And this also allows Walker McAnulty in the 12th now and later purple car catch up to Ty Williams. But Brandon Thayer is leading the race. My guess is they're going to come into pits. Walker McAnulty now looks inside Ty Williams, but does not decide to make a move. Ty Williams getting it from the front and the rear. Hard to know where to look, the windshield or the mirror. The mirror is full now of Walker McAnulty. I can feel that Walker's going to definitely make a bomb this time. Does Ty Williams put up a fight? Nope. But he does hold Walker down low. Norm Snyder yields to Brandon Thayer. Here comes Walker McAnulty. Norm does a great job of getting out of the way. Thanks, Norm. 28. Shout out to you, my friend. Sorry about your luck as you learn the Watkins Glen boot. But Ty Williams has gone from second to fourth on the end lap. We've got to be coming into the pits now, as they are. So let's see. Can put Dustin Reinstedel. Does he come in? Yes, he's in. Eric also in. Ant Castor also in. Sean Cunningham also in. Trevor Mack. Also in. Brandon Cotton stays out. No surprise there. And that leaves Justin Thaler back to the front. Let's see where is Brandon Thayer coming out in front. Oh my goodness, Brandon Thayer, the move of the race. Justin Thaler took tires that time. So this we got to see. Justin Thaler on tires. Brandon Thayer did not take tires. So we're going to see right now how big of a difference tires make. What would you have done? You're in the chat. Would you take tires this early? Brandon Thayer decided not to, and it's giving him the lead. Hey Jesse, I see you. Hey Landon, thanks for joining me. Sorry I'm a little late catching up on the chats. But we got a race now. Justin Thaler on tires is 3 seconds back from the leaders. Brandon Cotton on Walker McNulty. That's not going to be a battle because Brandon's coming into pit. Yep. Walker's by. Justin Thaler, new purple lap of the race. Justin's on a mission. New tires. That means he's going to be off cycle with the top three. The current top three. Ty Williams is behind him. What happened to Ty? Oh no. Ty also took tires. So he is 5 seconds behind Justin. So this explains. Yep, Landon, I would have too. They only have one more set. However, okay, pit strategy wise, looks like 9 to 10 laps on a set of tires. I'm sorry, on a full tank. They only have 2 sets after the set they start with. So Justin Thaler and Ty Williams now are doing 152.5, the purple lap for Justin Thaler with fresh tires and a full fuel. 52.8, but Brandon Thayer and Walker McNulty still 52.7, 52.8. So they're doing the same lap times as Justin Thaler, your pole sitter, with fresh tires. So my guess is they're still in the 90% range on their tires. Maybe the high 80s by now, but correct. That is a huge lead when Walker and Brandon decide to take tires. It's basically a 4-car race. They've pulled out at least over 5 or 7 seconds over 5th place, which is Eric Thaler, before the pit stop cycles began. So the 4-car race. We'll go back to Justin Thaler as he's caught up to Walker now. And yes, that's going to put him 8 seconds ahead when Walker does take tires. So Justin Thaler's on the move. Williams still 4.5 seconds back. Yeah, Justin's on, and no real pressure for Justin to pass Walker right now. You know he's going to pass him in the next 8 or 9 laps when they come in for pit cycles. The question is, how quickly is Brandon Thayer pulling away? And we can check. He's 3 seconds up right now on Walker. We'll watch that gap to find out how big of a priority it is for Justin to force a move on Walker and take a chance. Or do you just follow, maybe try to force a mistake and not put your car at risk going side by side with somebody? I know this is league racing. Walker probably wouldn't put up too big of a fight, but you know Walker like I know Walker. He's not going to want to let anybody pass, especially the league admin. Here he is super defensive as they come in. Justin Thaler wants by. He says, I got you, buddy. I don't know. That's pretty risky. And you're going to damage your tires. Remember, they're going to have faster tires. They're going to have a couple of laps. Fresher tires. But over the stint, I think better to space them out. Go ahead and take tires now. 2 full stints on tires is all you need. Justin can make it to lap 20 to go. Then you can one stop at the end and take tires and have tires on that last stint. Here's Justin again. Inside of Walker. Walker knows he's there. Justin takes some curb. These Cup cars, next gen cars, are pretty tricky going through the S's. The rear end, it gets light. We saw Ant Caster lose it up here, getting on the throttle too early. Side by side they go. Walker and Justin have a history. I don't know if they're friends. Of course they are. But when the helmet goes on, Walker's already looking at the boot, trying to make Justin think. Justin's perfect as the car gets 4 tires off the ground going up. Great racing. Now let's see if Walker can hang in there. I mean, only half a second difference that last lap. I mean, 2/10. 2/10 of a difference in lap times. A little inconsistent on the stream. I'll turn the track map off and maybe that should clean up some CPU usage. Yeah, Justin's pulled away. Brandon Thayer 2.6 seconds up the road. And Walker's going to take tires this time by, so that's going to be at least a 7-second differential just in pit stop. No, Walker's under no obligation to make it easy for Justin. So no contact. I mean, oh, it's fair play. That's good racing. Good league racing. That's what we like to see. I don't know if Jesse would pull over and let Justin by either. But of course Jesse would have taken tires right then. Here we go. Justin Thaler trying to reclaim that lead from the pole position. The hunt is on 1.28. Here's the gap from second to first. That lap by Brandon Thayer 154.2. Justin Thaler 153.3, so a full second faster. Tires definitely showing their age now. Ty Williams last time by, fastest lap of the race, 52.1. We go last lap pace, 154.2 for Brandon Thayer, 53.3 for Justin Thaler. Ty Williams 52.7 that time. But a 52.1 the lap before for a purple lap. Ty's caught Walker as well. Remember Ty took tires. Ty is much higher in the standings as this round is round 14 of 23, or 22. Count. We're winding the season down into the last third of the season. Ty Williams trails Eric Thaler by 1 point in the championship right now. Ty Williams has 5 wins on the season. You have to work hard to get this road course win, but good finish. Has not led a lap even during pit cycles. That might be a thought to get 1 extra point there. Sean Cunningham's caught Eric Thaler. This is a battle for position as well. Eric Thaler, the godfather of Midwest Motorsports, in the 15. holding off the 71, who had a black flag drive-through. Competition caution, got him back up with the field. Pacing evaluation for the 71 in the back early. Luckily, a couple cars stayed out, and luckily, only 13 cars came through. All those factors have helped John Cunningham in the 71 up 6 positions from not qualifying, so currently 6th. Good to see the 71. Oh, missed his braking point there. In the marbles he goes. That's going to let Eric pull away. Ty Williams made it around Walker. Justin Taylor still 2 seconds apart away from Brandon, so we're not missing anything up front. Three-way battle now as Dustin Reinstedel wants to get some of the action as well. In the 11, oh, Eric Taylor goes wide. That's going to let Sean Cunningham go by. What happened to Eric? Missed his braking point, maybe a wheel hop. Didn't look too dramatic. Luckily, he was able to save it. Oh, yeah, just went straight full lock. There he goes on the brakes hard, full lock, 90 degrees. Car's going straight. His wheel continues to turn. He's on the stops. Car's not turning. Loses a spot. Sean Cunningham and Dustin Reinstedel now has his eyes on the prize. Lifts, allows Eric to gather it back up. It's not going to do great for Eric's tire temperature either. Does Dustin take advantage now? Sean Cunningham pulls away a little bit. All right, Dustin's being nice. We'll fast forward it till it goes live. Any moves? Nope, Dustin's not there. Well aware of his skill, Dustin admits this is not his best track, road courses. All right, back live. Our leader, Brandon Thayer, it's his birthday. If you're in a chat with Brandon Thayer, give him some birthday love. Maybe the general chat. Give him an @ and let him know. It's not the age, it's the mileage that matters. Our birthday boy. Justin's lost a little ground. Justin have a slip up. 154.5 that last lap. And another 154.1. So 2 bad laps for Justin Taylor. Maybe he hit the ball coming onto the front straight that affected both laps, but all good. That allows Brandon Thayer to get almost a 3-second gap. Go back to the gap. The ticker. Ty Williams, this is for second place, which will be the lead once they go through the pit cycles. 20 to go. You can make it on one stop from here. Anybody short pit just to get on their own. Going by Norm. Thanks, Norm. 28. 3.3 seconds. These battles are not helping. They are helping Brandon Thayer. He needs a 7-second gap if he's going to keep the lead. On this cycle, if he gets 3.5 seconds here and 3.5 seconds on the next stop, and win a race on his birthday, that would be cool. Hey, I like what Landon's thinking. All right, Landon, I'm smelling what you're cooking here. Thanks for the chat up. Justin's got a set. Only 20 to go. When these guys come in, you take tires with them so that there's no tire advantage and just race it out with them mano a mano. Do you think Brandon is fast enough with tires to catch you without taking tires? Then taking tires on the last stint. You got something to think about as Ty Williams, Justin lifts to let him go. Ty Williams. Oh, as Justin locks up. What is Justin? He got distracted somehow. Wonder if he has the clash on in the background. Justin. Mr. Clean. Mistake free. Not anymore. Look at the gap now. One lockup into turn one. Huge mistake. Justin Taylor's his dog come in there? His wife come in? Feed him dinner? What? Brandon Thayer, the birthday boy, is just stretching out his lead over Ty Williams now. Yes, now if I'm Justin Taylor, I'm taking tires when I come in. I'd probably... What's the pit delta, including a 15-second stop? 30, 45 seconds. So that would put you behind Antcaster in 8th. In front of Trevor McLaughlin. I don't know if I'd be stuck in traffic. I'd wait until everybody comes in and take tires when everybody else comes in. You can make it from here on one stop. We get to see Justin Thaler's going to have to drive better. Mistake free for Brandon Thayer so far. Ty Williams, the purple lap, and clean, consistent laps. 54.6 that last time, but of course that's with the pass. Let's see what he does this time by 54.1. Walker McAnulty, 53.8. As Justin is in, John Cunningham in, Dustin Reinstedel in. Justin Thaler's coming in now. Get a race reset, right? We'll see where he comes out. I think it's going to be, oh, Antcaster's pitting. So it should be okay if he's around in front of Trevor. Got to get in front of the 99. He didn't take tires. No tires for Thaler. He wants the extra time there. Justin going to get a little slipstream off of Norm as they come on the backstretch. Norm gives him a little lift. Walker McNulty's on Ty Williams, though, as they come through the hill. At the toe, I should say, up the hill. So hard to get a good run on the exit there. These guys are making it look easy. Now through the heel. Walker loses a little ground in the braking. So Justin Taylor did not take tires. And he comes out in front of Trevor. Well, that's good. Free racing for Justin Taylor. We just saw him go back there into the boot, actually, through the chute. As now Walker and Ty both come into the pits. Brandon Thayer, did he pit? Yes, he did. So it's on JT. And remember, let's see, these guys here should take tires. Brandon Thayer will be first to stop, so we'll check him out. Josh Watt, race control, safety car there, just parked, waiting for his moment to shine if it needed. And I don't see Brandon Thayer taking tires. See if these two, Brandon Thayer does not take tires. He wants the lead. He wants the track position. Let's see if Ty and Walker take tires. No tires for them either. Oh, Justin's not going to expect that. Oh, I didn't see that coming either. There's Justin. Behind them both, they still didn't take tires. Trevor Max in. Justin, gotta wonder, was it right for me to not to take tires earlier? Here's Ty Williams, second place. Brandon Thayer, 6-second lead for Brandon. Look at the birthday boy go. Ant Castor on Michael Samir was checking out too. Don't forget about Michael Samia in the 3 car. Our guest on the podcast. A good show. Let's see if Ant Castor right behind him. A cool down lap sponsored number 8. 4 wheels off going through the bus stop. Ooh. Justin Reinstedt making a move on Braden Cotton as well. Around the outside. Don't see that very often. Around the outside, Dustin Reinstedt goes. Brandon Cotton tries to hang on. Ends up tucking in behind him. Can Brandon force a mistake on the 11? Not so much. Nobody took tires on that last stop. The top 4 did not take tires. I think that surprised Justin. I know it surprised Landon. Landon thought everybody was going to take tires. So nobody took tires. Let's see. You know, I said nobody. Brandon Cotton took tires. Eric Thaler took tires. Ant Castor took tires. Michael Samia did not. Michael Samia's on that Brandon Thayer Walker McNulty plan. Tire diet. 6-second gap has become 5.6 now in 1 lap. Ty Williams and Walker McNulty seem to be working together. Walker's not close enough to make a move. Nobody took tires. I think that surprised Justin. .152.6 for Justin Thaler. The last lap on his out lap, or I guess his first clean lap with tires after the stop. Walker McNulty 2:12.3 with the stop. Brandon Thayer 2:12.6. So Walker McNulty, same exact pit stop. Time stopped. Walker McNulty did a 0.3 better, getting in and out of the pit lane, in and out of the box. They come across Ty Williams 152.7, 152.9 for Walker, 153.3 as we got some lockup from Ty Williams into turn 1. That's going to be the door that Walker McNulty was looking for. And Justin Thaler likes what he sees there as well. Not enough for Walker to get a run on Ty, because you have to feather the throttle coming through the S's on this next gen cars. Completing lap 30, 15 to go. Justin Thaler has caught these two. Dustin, Eric, and Ant, 5th, 6th, and 7th, all turning their fastest lap. 5 seconds apart from each other, average. See if the birthday boy can get a win on his birthday. Sorry about that. Ty Williams, Walker McNulty, and Justin Thaler all within seconds of each other. And these guys are 5 seconds behind your leader and birthday boy, Brandon Thayer. Got to be in the zone. 53.5. Not quite the consistency from Brandon Thayer that he wants to not have anybody to push. Not sure about you guys, but sometimes when you're on your own, easy to lose focus and miss your braking points, especially without a spotter or anybody to talk to. It gets kind of lonely. Two, three, and four go through the bus stop. Out of the carousel down the chute. Really hard to know where that grip level is, especially around the toe coming up the hill. Nice and smooth. Midwest Motorsports Cup drivers. Plenty of experience. They can see Brandon Thayer now in their sights, 4.4 seconds as they see Brandon going into turn 10. So now you're going to really pay for it if you take tires. Top four have 21 seconds over Dustin Reinstedel in fifth. We're coming up on lap traffic as well. I know they've been pretty good, but let's see. Brandon Thayer's made it through, 3.9 seconds ahead of Ty. Norm pulls over. Thank you, Norm. Did they lose any time? Walker may have ended up losing on that one. But everybody's right here together. Justin Thayer locks up. That's not going to help. In the draft, might have lost some air on his nose. He made it back up in the braking zone for the toe. As Ty Williams in the 81, Walker McNulty in the 12, Justin Thayer in the 2 are catching Brandon Thayer. Walker McNulty misses the heel just barely, saves it. Justin Thayer has the freshest tires. Ty and Walker and Brandon, are they going to do the whole race on the same set of tires? Down the back stretch, into the bus stop. No mistakes. You got to be picture perfect. Walker McNulty loses a little ground to Justin Thayer on entry. Justin Thayer, once again, has the freshest tires. He's probably in the 90s where everybody else in front got to be in the mid 80s by now. At least. 2 seconds the gap. Brandon Thayer looking back. There they are. Looking back from Ty Williams now. The hunt is on. We got a race. We got a race, boys. 12 to go, one stop. Beautiful Watkins Glen track. Perfect day for racing. Half a second apart at the line. That time by. These guys are catching the leader, Brandon Thayer. Walker getting loose in the S's. That's going to hurt his speed down the backstretch. Justin Thayer. Is there enough for a slipstream for Justin? The gap is getting smaller, but not fast enough to make a move. On exit, let's see how they exit the carousel. Justin Thayer. Equal distance. I don't know if I'd make a move right here. We're catching the leader. Obviously, that's the goal, right? Let's just follow right now until we catch Brandon. Brandon has another lap car in front of him. It'll be the 83 of Clarence Prince. Justin Thayer looking out, filling Walker's mirror. Getting sideways on the power. These guys are going for it with 11 laps to go. Coming up on 10. Brandon got to get by this lap car fast. Clarence not giving it to him yet. The 83 holding him up onto the front straightaway. This is exactly what Ty Williams, Walker McNulty, Justin Thayer need. Brandon Thayer, they are on him. The gap getting smaller. Oh, that really hurt Brandon's run down the front straight. Walker McNulty's got a run on Ty Williams now. Up through the S's, Walker with nice catch, tossing and catching. Oh my goodness, these next gen cars are a handful, especially on 35 lap tires. Into the bus stop we go. This is the race. 1, 2, 3, 4 all together. How about these Cup cars? Midwest Motorsports putting on a show for us tonight. Justin Thayer wants the front again after sitting on the pole. Now we're heated up. Brandon Thayer's lost all of a 6-second lead. 6.6 was the gap as they came out of the pits last time. Between lap traffic and maybe distracted driving, tire degradation, of course. Justin Thayer has the freshest tires. Top 3 are on the same tires they started with. Sunday nights, 7 o'clock is when the session opens. If any of you guys want to get some of this is what we do at Midwest Motorsports on the Cup Series. Usually a little more cars are involved with Justin Thayer's coming into pit now. Make his final stop. He can go to the end, he says. So, if you're Justin, do you take tires? What do you think? He's got the last pit box. I don't want to leave Walker getting a move on Ty Williams, but let's see if Justin's taking tires or not. We'll know here in 1 second. You see his car get jacked up. No tires for Justin. He's going to wing it. You saw that the other three, he's good. All right. Dustin Reinstedel pitting from 5th. Ant Caster, Eric also pitting 6th and 7th. The battle up front, these guys are probably going to have to take tires, so that's going to give Justin a huge lead on old tires, but only 8 laps to run them down. So Justin Thaler's probably a little nervous right now, but we will have an answer as these guys are on empty fuel, old tires, and they can see each other out the windshield. Let's go. 4-way battle. Only 3 get to talk to me after the race. Brandon Thayer, once again, the birthday boy, leading the top 3 around. When this race is over, we got to give Brandon an @ in the chat for a happy birthday. All right, Walker and Ty pit in. Brandon into the wall, stays out. I don't mind the overcut here. It means if you're not going to take tires, you might as well shorten your fuel up. You only need so much fuel to get to the end. As long as you know you can make it back, right? Maybe a little less plug-in time. We'll see where Justin Thaler comes out in relation to Ty Williams and Walker McNulty. Is Brandon Thayer's in a lap of its own? Does anybody get tires? No tires. Sean Cunningham pulls out. Is he going to get? Sean Cunningham took tires. Hopefully, he's going to let these guys battle it out. Where's Justin Thaler in relation? There he is. There's Justin in the background. Oh my goodness, he's going to come out behind Sean Cunningham. Sean Cunningham in the 71. Thank you, sir. All right, Justin Thaler's on the hunt. While these guys get their bearings and build speed, Justin Thaler's going to have to work. Justin Thaler's going to have to work. Walker and Ty had a great in lap. Justin Thaler's out lap might not have been great. Justin Thaler has some work to do, but where's our leader, Brandon Thayer? Birthday boy coming through the hill now, up to the rejoin. Eight to go. Walker and Ty. Throw a blanket over him. This is the way it's been the whole race. All 37 laps so far. We're going to 45. Can't believe these guys ran the whole race on the same set of tires. Perfect conditions, 97-degree track temp. All right, Brandon Thayer's in the pits. Don't take tires, Brandon, unless you really think you're special. No tires, no tires. Okay, good. We'll see where he comes out in relation to these two. Justin's going to have to work if he wants to win this one. Ty Williams, second in points. Where's Brandon? Oh, Ty Williams locks it up. Walker McNulty trying to take advantage. Brandon Thayer keeps the lead. Side by side through the S's. Walker McNulty on the inside. Ty Williams takes the long way around the S's. Now they're up the hill. Now Ty Williams has to be the aggressor. Ty Williams is 1 point back in the championship. Does not want to throw it away. But we have a race to the end. 4-way battle. It's not over yet. Brandon Thayer, can he do it on his birthday? Any of you guys won a race on your birthday? Let me know. Did Ty Williams get back around Walker McNulty? Justin Thaler really wants to see Ty and Walker side by side. Catch back up. battle is definitely for the top 4. Everybody else is pretty much spaced out 2 seconds plus. So you're not really missing any side-by-side battles. We're going to stay focused on the front. Brandon Thayer in the 64 on his birthday leading. Is Walker McNulty in the 12 going to hunt him down? Walker is very familiar with this track, multiple different disciplines. GT prototype, Formula, I'm sure. Williams on the helmet shaker cam. A little cleaner over his shoulder. We'll watch him try to hunt down Walker. But again, the goal is Brandon. We want to win, right? Oh, there goes Walker. Oh, he did it. He did what Nicholas Aslan did in the truck race. Oh, Walker is not going to be happy. I do not want to be Walker's spotter right now. Don Cunningham gets by. I think he's a lap down. That curbing, the pressure of the 81 behind you. Oh, mistake. A very rare mistake from Walker McNulty. Where does he get it wrong? Come on. Relax, cameras. Shoot. One more time. Sorry, guys. Thought I hit it slow down, but it went speed up. All right. Come on, SDK. Work with me. Yeah, he gets it wrong on both curbs. Once you get the entry wrong, finally. I mean, he's done it right for 34 times before this. There it is. His trajectory is way wrong. Now he's sideways. Counter steering. Tires were definitely a factor. His momentum still, the weight all the way on the right sides, but it needs to be turning the car the other way. Not able to correct it into the safer barrier. Take 2 Advil and call me in the morning. Walker McNulty might need a new monitor. Not sure if he takes his rage out on his equipment, but no, I gather it back up, Walker. Still at the top 4. And we're back in action. All right, he's live. He's pretty fine. Justin and Ty, there they are. So Ty Williams could be your new points leader after tonight. Thank goodness for those tire barriers, not getting a meatball. That was a big hit. Ty Williams in the 81 on the hunt. Ty do it. 4 to go. Coming up to the bus stop. This is where Walker lost it. Remember, these guys' tires have got to be screaming. They're so old. I'm surprised Justin's not moving in on them. 1.8 seconds the gap for Justin Taylor. See if that gap gets smaller over the next 3 laps. That Williams doesn't seem to have the speed rate. It goes a little wide there. Is this going to be the opportunity Ty needs? He's on him. He's on him. He's filling up the mirrors. Ty Williams in the 81, not quite close enough. Justin Thaler now also made a mistake. Oh, back to 2 seconds for Justin. But Ty Williams is on the bumper. Here he goes. Inside of turn 10. Do they touch? No, Ty Williams able to keep it off of Brandon Thayer. That was close. All right, on the wall on the exit. Ty Williams still wants to look for a way around. As they go through turn 1, Brandon Thayer using all the track. Birthday boy, Brandon Thayer leading Ty Williams through the S's. Number 64. Brandon Thayer, where's Brandon? Brandon Thayer is 6th in the points. 15 behind Dustin Reinstedel for 5th. As Ty Williams now has a run. They come up the hill. Oh, nope. Still going down the hill to the chute. Laces. Ty Williams, I thought he was going to make a move. Justin Thaler now is in it. He's got the top 2 in his sights. 3/4 of a second behind Ty Williams. Now a full second behind Ty. We got everybody in the battle box now with the relatives. Williams right behind him for the lead, coming up with 2 to go. Ty Williams looking inside. No mistakes from Brandon. Using all the track. Justin Thaler trying to hit his marks. Ty Williams gets a good run on the exit. Can he figure out how to get around? Oh, as they're out of tires, Ty Williams into the wall. Justin Thaler, where's Justin? In the 2 car, he's got to be smelling blood now. Ty Williams hard into the wall and the guardrail. I think that nice job staying on the curbs, not to pull a Walker McAnulty there. Great car control here by the 81 to gather it back up after hitting the wall, losing ground. Justin Thaler now within a shot. Here we go. Dirty air, Jesse says. I like it. Got room in the booth for you, Jesse, whenever you're ready, man. Let me know. Love to have you call. Starts with 1. Pick 1. All right, Brandon Thayer. Trying to drive a wide car, as wide as possible. The 81 of Ty Williams. The top 2 have the same tires they started the race with. Justin Thaler with 20 lap fresher tires. Can they do it? They're coming to the white flag as Barney throws the white in the air. This is the final lap. Justin Thaler's going to go home trying to figure out what went wrong unless he can pull something out on this final lap. UVS's Brandon Thayer's been picture perfect so far. Ty Williams hanging on to it in this dirty air. They make it through. Onto the back stretch they go. Justin Thayer does not have a way to the front yet. Brandon Thayer into the S's. Here we come. 1, 2, 3. Just like he's done 44 times before this. Ty Williams looks inside on the carousel, but Brandon Thayer's going to have a little better arc in the exit. Justin Thaler's trying to figure out how to do it without taking everybody out. Track is known for the Go Bowling NASCAR race. I don't think Justin wants to go bowling with next-gen cars in his own league. Brandon Thayer's brake disc glow as he hustles the next-gen car through the toe of the boot. Ty Williams gets 2 tires in the dirt. That's going to lose a lot of run. Where's Justin? Can't quite make it. Ty Williams holds on to it. Unbelievable. Not enough time for Justin to make it up with Ty. But the birthday boy's got 2 corners to go. Can he hustle the car on the last lap? 2 corners to go. Super wide. There we go. Blocking hard for the last time through turn 10. One more, Brandon. Coming to turn 11. Across the pit entry. And Brandon Thayer steps on the loud pedal. Ty Williams sideways trying to get it across. And your birthday boy wins the Watkins Glen Midwest Motorsport race on his birthday. 64 of Brandon Thayer. Yeah, buddy, let's celebrate. Congrats. As Justin Thaler's giving him a high five. What an incredible race. Walker McNulty comes to show him some love. That's going to be an excited Brandon Thayer in the 64 car. Yeah, buddy. Don't ruin his 0X. Nice job, Brandon. Ty Williams was second place. I'm going to find some interviews. I think everybody's still working their way across the line. Trevor Mack's coming across now for P9. Michael Samia in the new paint. Number 3. Not bad. 8th place points. 7th for Eric Thaler. Trevor McLaughlin makes it across in the Ghost. Not sure what flavor that is. Berry something probably. But what a race. Barney's going crazy. But your winner, Brandon Thayer. Still doing burnouts. As you should, my friend. All right, I'm trying to get everybody up here in the booth for conversation. There we are. Brandon Thayer, Ty Williams, Justin Thaler, your top 3. Walker McNulty 4th, Dustin Reinsettle 5th. Ant Caster, Eric Thaler, Michael Samia, Trevor McLaughlin, Brandon Cotton, Sean Cunningham, all join us. I think we got 3rd place, Justin Thaler in the booth with us. Hey, JT, it's James. You got me?
Hey, buddy, how's it going?
Oh, man. Justin, you were the only one that took tires out of everybody that
Yeah,
whole race. That kind of caught me by surprise.
yeah, pretty much just did it for the the grip. Keep lap times a little. Yeah, bad strategy. a lot of actually self-inflicted mistakes. So had a couple lockups, and then I was doubting fuel runs and things like that. So didn't quite work out tonight, but snagged a point for pole, led some laps, so that's a win.
Yeah, for sure. Well, it was great. I mean, you really put down some great laps, like you said. And from the pole, and then Walker kind of lost it in the S's. So otherwise, I mean, I would have never thought running the whole race on the same set of tires was even an option.
Uh, I mean, road course ain't too bad. It's just the heat cycles of them. Um, my pace, doing some testing, I saw the pace difference between Warren and not. But I guess when you're stationary under green for like 30 seconds or whatever, it's pretty brutal. But at the time, I thought it was a good call there. So could have maybe pitted a lap later just to give myself a little more cushion on the fuel window, but try to just kind of manage pace for a while there, figuring out when can I cut a stop out, because it was kind of on the fringe there whether you needed a splash at the end. So it was real close coming over the line there, and just didn't get it done.
Well, you had a lot of competition out there. It was one heck of a race. I mean, you four were you could throw a blanket over you the whole race. I mean, it had to be exciting for you in the car as much as it was for us up here in the booth.
Yeah, it was fun. Watching those guys battle and thinking like, oh well, I can reel them in here in these last few laps. But I mean, even the way those guys were duking it out, for lap after lap, I just kept kind of having some mistakes and just couldn't reel them in. So it was exciting to watch. It was real cool.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Well, good on you, Justin. I mean, this is the go bowling race. You could have gone bowling, especially in that last lap, as the battle was coming through. But I hope you had fun. I'm glad to hear that you did have fun. Good on you, Justin. Congrats on the pole and a lot of good things to take away from tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Congrats, Brandon. You had a hell of a strategy there, and if I heard correctly, it's his birthday.
On his
Maybe.
birthday, that's right.
Maybe.
You ever won a race on your birthday, Justin?
I have. I just never had that good of a finish.
Yeah, right on. Well, once again, thanks for providing the league platform that we have to race, and good on you, man. Congrats.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks everybody involved and all our drivers, and congrats to Brandon and Albert. And we'll be off for a couple weeks and watching some race in the Super Bowl, and then we'll be back.
That's right. That's Justin Thaler, third place tonight after being on the pole and racing hard all night. What a great race. What a great race from everybody. Second place, Ty Williams in the 81. Ty, good racing, man. I think you saw every position possible tonight. Good race.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, that was very, very fun race between the top four of us. Just a we were just all over each other all the whole race from the green flag, and the way just we all saw each position and different strategies. It definitely was super fun.
Yeah. Did you ever think about making a dive bomb? I mean, you guys reeled in Brandon quite a bit there at the end. Did you ever really think about sticking it in there hard? Or I know you're doing a great job in the championship, only 1 point behind Eric, which probably means you might take over that P2, P1 position today.
Yeah, I could see in the closing few laps that I feel like I was faster, but it for the life of me, I did not want to make contact with Brandon. Me and him have raced so good together, both whenever we have done endurance racing or if we on the cup on the truck side. It has been he's been one of the most respectful to me in hard racing. So for the life of me, I couldn't, risk getting into him and, taking away a great race from him. And then on top of that, I didn't want to lose my 0x. I managed to keep that all race, and I knew Brandon had a moment, JT had a moment, and I knew that even if I just stay put, I'll gain more points essentially. So, uh, I wanted to win. I was really trying to, but it was only going to be by a force of mistake from him, and he didn't. He drove a flawless race pretty much, and had a great strategy to stay out on the tires and brought it home, which I'm very happy for him.
Yeah, for sure. You had a lot of pressure from the 12 car, Walker McNulty, too. Talk us through that race. That looked like a lot of fun.
Yeah, it seems like when I first get out of pit road, even if I don't take tires, the tires take a lap or two to really warm up for me. So I locked up in the turn one, and he got the run and got by me, and then I stayed on him, and I just tried to pressure him as much as I could, or hope that he would go up there and fight Brandon. And unfortunately, he made a mistake in the bus stop and got up into the wall. But yeah, it definitely was a fun race between all of us, and especially coming. It was weird with the whole fuel situation because we would hard save for like the last 2 laps, just to stretch it that extra lap that we could, and it paid off. But a little bit of strategy, but overall, it was just a straight, who was the fastest driver, and that was Brandon tonight.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Well, congrats to you on putting on a good show, and you're a new points leader. So lots of good positives to take away from today. Congrats. Stick around. We're going to talk to Brandon as soon as I get him off of mute once I find the right button. But thanks again, Ty, for talking to us, man. Great race tonight.
Thank you.
And Brandon Thayer, I don't know. I'm not going to sing for you, Brandon. You don't want me to sing, but congrats on winning on your birthday, man. What a race. What an awesome race. Talk us to it.
Thank you so much, James. Yeah, no, it was I think the most fun race in sim racing I've ever had. I first got to shout out my teammates, Trevor, Michael, and Walker. They all three of them were able to help me keep a level head and really help with strategy as well, and really egg me and cheer me on to the win. So huge props to them. Also huge props to Ty for being so patient and so willing to race cleanly and respectfully. It was, not only is it seemingly a breath of fresh air in the iRacing environment, but it's just made for such a good and fun race.
No question about it. I mean, the top four were within 2 seconds of each other the entire 45 laps. That was a lot of fun to call. And yeah, uh, you pulled out of the pits the first stop in front of Walker, and that got you one spot. And then Justin went cattywampus on his pit strategy. And then how did you get past Ty? Same thing in the pits?
Yeah, same thing in the pits. I think what ended up happening was Ty took tires at one point, and I never took tires, and I think that's really what did it.
That is right. Forgot all about that. So with a tire deficit, did you come into this race planning on running the same tires from start to finish?
Honestly, no. I was even talking to my teammates about it at about the 25 to go mark when we entered the pits. I was planning on taking tires, but my tires at that moment still felt really nice. They felt real good. So I was just going to keep going with them, and that was a good call from Walker as well, who came into the race saying that we should be good not to take tires. And boy, let me tell you, at the end of the race, my tires were absolutely cooked, and that's one of the things that made it such a struggle to stay ahead of both Ty, Walker, and Justin. And I'm so sad that Walker had his little incident coming off of that curb, but it was still such a fun race between all four of us.
Yeah, it was incredible. This is one for the history books for sure. And man, On your birthday too, how are you gonna celebrate?
Well, probably just gonna play some games with some friends, spend time with a bit of family, and continually thank my teammates and Ty again for such an amazing race.
Yeah, well, you did it, man. You can share the broadcast with your friends and family too. There's pretty special donuts. I think everybody came by to say hi to you as you were finished the race after the checkered flag and down there parked it on the asphalt down there before the donuts. That was really cool to see everybody come up and give you a high five.
Yeah, that was amazing. I'm still a little shaky, but it was such a phenomenal race, and I'm so thankful for not only the league but all of my friends and family being able to help and cheer me and support me, and all of the fellow racers to do the same with me. That's amazing.
Yeah, well, don't forget to pat yourself on the back too, Brandon. You're a big part of this, and you earned this one tonight, man. You made us all sweat. I'm sure you're sweating for a little bit, but sweat's over. You can celebrate, man. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Happy birthday to Brandon Thayer, your winner tonight, as he did it 45 laps in the Midwest Motorsports Cup Series racing. And that's a wrap from Watkins Glen on the road course. I'm James J, reminding you to stay in your lane and don't forget to thank all the Midwest Motorsports admins that make this great league possible and all the members as well. And once again, don't forget to stay in your lane. We'll see you in a couple weeks.